Well, here we are, guys, reacting to something related to Joker. Yep. And, well, obviously, I'd have to. And because, in celebration of, the sequel, but yeah. But also, for this week, yeah, I'm taking a 1 week off from reacting to some trailers, because I'm sure some of you know that, for me, when it comes to editing, that takes a lot of work and such, because I'm reacting to whether if it's, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 trailers, So I'm just, for this week, yeah, and because of the Joker sequel, it's only fitting to, for me to react to something Joker-related. I think you get the picture, so yeah. Anyways, and, I know that because, from what I've heard, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well, the Joker sequel, kind of but, the way I see it, just bad luck. That's how it is. Like, the Joker sequel sadly had bad luck. What we saw in the trailers, and because we were aware that, when we found out that this was going to be a musical, well, I mean, probably not a full-blown musical, I want to say, from what I can tell. But not just that, also, with new characters coming in, most notably, Lady Gaga being I can't say it for some reason. Lady Gaga being casted as Harley Quinn. Like, if that's not great casting, then I don't know. Just, yeah. But I mean, surely, because, and from what I've heard, there were some good things that came from the Joker sequel. Well, and I were also to assume, hey, the cast was great. Seeing Joaquin Phoenix as the Clown Prince of Crime once again. And in addition, finally seeing Harley Quinn in that world of Batman. And again, if not perfect casting, having Lady Gaga. That's like, I'm pretty sure because a lot of people had always dreamed of fan casting Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. And you know what? Some of those people that had fan casted Lady Gaga came true. Yeah, so, well, anyways, but, yeah. So, but, to be positive and such, yeah, because, in celebration of the sequel, yeah, because, again, me reacting to some Joker materials. And, yep, you read the title, Honest Trailers, what they have to say on the first Joker film, yeah. And, that's another thing, because, well, obviously, as of now, clearly, because the sequel cannot top off the first one, because, Todd Phillips was lucky that, the first Joker film he did, it turned out to be really good. That had good luck. But for the sequel, just bad luck. And from what I've heard, Todd Phillips is done after the Joker sequel. I don't blame him. I mean, pretty much like that'd be the only piece of DC material that he had only wanted to do or something. I don't know. But anyways. So, with Honest Trailers and what they have to say on the first Joker film, well, knowing Honest Trailers themselves, yeah. So, what more do I have to say? Alright, so without further ado, let's see what Honest Trailers has to say on the first Joker film. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. I thought I pressed it. Try that again. There we go. Whew.
From the studio who won't release the Snyder Cut, and this guy.
I'm sorry, you have the most beautiful feet.
Comes up here with a piece about psychological and social decay, with the bare minimum of Batman it took to get the movie made. There, look, with the pearls and everything. Happy? Joker.
Huh?
Prepare for a film the media said was too dangerous for you to see, which made audiences way more excited than regular marketing ever could have, cruising its way to $1 billion on a $55 million budget, because it got hyped like a cinematic fear toxin that would turn you into the Joker, even though it ended up being a mumblecore Scorsese riff about the world's saddest clown. Hey, I wish movies turned you into the protagonist. I've been watching Iron Man for 12 years, and I'm still a moron. journey to 1980s Gotham, where the garbage
1980s.
is high, the clown rental business is booming, and everything is yellow. From this urban squalor, a Joker will rise in Arthur Fleck, and if Marvel is known for making their heroes get ripped, DC will one-up them by making their star get ribs. He's a loner
Yeah, very
who deserves
skinny.
all your sympathy for being poor and mentally ill, but earns all of your contempt for being a viral video star and wannabe comedian. He's got the faded hoodie and everything. Dude looks like he's about to ask you to do his podcast. Go back to him and Mike, you piece of Boo! Some Jokers are in it for the ego. Some just want to watch the world burn. Now, this version is here to teach you a lesson. You should show more compassion for the mentally ill, or they'll snap and kill you. Hey, wait a minute. But this Joker has a few unique tricks up his sleeve, like the superhuman capacity to, bathe the elderly,
His mom.
sleep in a refrigerator, and instead of writing damaged on his forehead, just damage his forehead. Yikes. You better fight Batman quick, before he turns 12 and overpowers him. Experience a film with one of the all-time great Joaquin Phoenix gangly loner performances, and one of the, let's say, third most uncomfortable Joaquin Phoenix interviews.
We're having fun. Is that
Oh,
that's
God.
having fun? Just relax, seriously.
Do I have a large frog in my hair?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Phoenix is an odd fella.
That shows
Not in a bad.
off
No, I'm not saying that in a
the
bad
actors of
way.
our generation's incredible range, from laughing normally,
But it's still a good laugh.
because of a medical condition,
Yes.
to laughing maniacally,
That's good.
to cry laughing,
Laughing, the Joker's laughter, no matter who it is,
every laugh in between.
no matter who has betrayed the Joker, always has nailed at the laughter.
You know, you'd think a film that was 70% laughing and dancing would be more upbeat, but the other 30% is getting the crap kicked out of him.
Pretty much. Well, he got ran over. That kind of doesn't count.
Do you feel
Wah,
some type
wah.
of way about society? This movie does, and the message is going to be in close up and bold, just in case you missed it. Because the true villains of Joker are uncaring billionaires, misogynistic
From their
Wall
point of
Street
view,
jerks,
from Arthur and the others.
Being nice to you.
lack of government funding,
The city's cut funding across the board. Social services is part of that.
and easy access to guns.
You gotta protect yourself out there.
So wait, it wasn't an incel rallying cry or an anti-SJW screed? How is it possible that every hot take about this movie was wrong, including the directors? So enjoy a Joker movie that's such a thoughtful, challenging comic book movie. It almost
You know how
qualifies
realistic
as
this
a
movie feels.
movie with a take on the iconic character that perfectly fits our current day and age, that isn't fun like the 60s, innocent like the 80s, grim like the 2000s, or embarrassing like the 2010s, but exists less as a story than a piece of content to hysterically
That could be
react
the
to,
thumbnail.
then immediately forget until the next outrage comes along.
Everybody just yells and screams at each other.
I'm so sick of this society. It makes me so mad I'm gonna lose it and do Joker stuff. Mom, get in the bath. Starring Mober. Don't trust a Z in apartment 8B because she's imaginary. You are
Yeah.
not the father. Lil Wayne. Don't you go
Lil
running
Wayne.
around to Rero. I heard you paint faces. Hey Arthur, are we cool? And stairs.
That being an iconic moment there in the film, right? And pretty much as of now, I'm sure some of the fans would go to the location of those stairs and, you know, do the dance.
Dance Dance Revolution. These finance guys know all the words to send in the clowns. A lot of late night Sondheim sessions with the boys. When you give me my Oscar, Can you introduce me as Joker? Let me see
Pretty
you
much.
shake your tail feather. Jack Skellington eating Jell-O would technically be cannibalism. This dish just got real. Juicy petunia.
Don't ask why. He didn't read the... I don't know. Maybe that was the commenter just saying something, but anyways. Okay, so that was the Honest Trailers video on what they had to say on the first Joker film. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good. But, you know, I mean, with some stuff they had to say, like, yeah, and some things they pointed out, and, yeah, because, like, woke and such, Joker having to do something, I don't know, because I have to look at that again. Like I said earlier, Phoenix being an odd fella, I'm not saying that in a negative way, you know, in a good way, just, don't you think? And besides, you know, both him and his partner Rooney Mara, because I remember, like, whenever, like, they came up in conversation between me and my mom, she cites both of them, Phoenix and Mara, as, you know, weirdos. I mean, I'm sure that my mom, like, doesn't mean to say that in a bad way or just anything, but, you know, she does admit, of course, and there's no denying, because each of them, Phoenix and Mara, they're fantastic performers, you know, actor/actress, you know. Yeah, and, like, two movies that, Honest Trailers pointed out, one of them being Her. Gotta check out Her. As I record this, yeah, because as of this recording, yeah, I've gotta check out Her. I mean, it does have both him and Rooney Mara, and this was before they did officially get together. So, and you know, one of my first movies where I was first exposed to Walking Phoenix, you know, my first exposure to Walking Phoenix, to correct myself, would have to be M. Night Shyamalan's Signs. Yeah. But also, it was that and Brother Bear. It was those two. Probably Brother Bear was the very first, yeah. Nice to see that, you know, Phoenix, he at least did a family-friendly movie, and that was something Disney. And you know what? He was pretty good as the voice of Kenai in Brother Bear. It's a shame that he didn't come back for the sequel. Maybe, like, he just wasn't available or something, or I don't know, but either way, and yeah, say what you will about Brother Bear 2, I know, but I don't think Brother Bear 2 is that bad. And Patrick Dempsey, yeah, his voice performance as Kenai was not bad either, yeah. And you know, because, funny enough, for both Phoenix and Dempsey, the Brother Bear films being the only pieces of animation that they'd done, so, at that time, but anyways, and also, yeah, and like, the Honest Trailers narrator reading the comments, like, one makes sense, because coincidentally enough, yeah, Phoenix would go on to be nominated and win an Oscar for his performance as the Joker, him being the second actor to win an Oscar for portraying the Clown Prince of Crime. Of course, we all know, the first being Heath Ledger. So, yeah. And, you know, and also the narrator, the Honest Trailers narrator pointing out, like, say, the other Jokers from Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, and Heath Ledger, of course, and Jared Leto, I know, and say what you will. Say what you will about Jared Leto, okay? I get it. But, you know, the thing is, not just me, but my mom, too, we both think that, you know what, Jared Leto did a pretty good Joker. And I know, and I read this, that the appearance and look of the Joker in the first Suicide Squad film, that does come somewhere from the DC Comics. It'd have to. Why else would that design and look where the Joker has tattoos all over his body and forehead, why else would that be in the Suicide Squad movie? Seriously. If it wasn't in the comics, why bother putting something like that in a DC movie that does not originate somewhere from the comics? Seriously. Besides, Joker has gone through so many looks and wardrobes and such in the comics, right? So, yeah. But you know, Jared Leto, he nailed the creepiness of Joker, and just the way he talked and the laugh, that was pretty good. Just slowly laughing, just, you know, ah, ah, ah. I think that was pretty good. Also, the next time that Jared Leto would portray the Clown Prince of Crime would, of course, be in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I forget, like, I think Jared Leto in Snyder's Justice League cut was pretty good too. You know, and I think how Jared Leto looked as the Joker in that, he had the long hair and, you know, smeared red lipstick around. I wouldn't say lipstick, but, you know, the red smile and such. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. And you know, because what's important is that whoever portrays the Joker, it always has to be a different performance. And besides, you know, always a different variation of the characters from the world of Batman. That's what's important. Everybody has their own Batman story, their very own Batman world, you know, of Gotham City, and how those characters look and with their personalities. I mean, they still got to be what they are in the comics, you know? Joker still has to be the Joker, Penguin still has to be the Penguin, Batman still has to be the Batman. Do you know what I mean? Just, yeah. But still, with a different way of how someone portrays those characters with the performance, you know? And in this case, for Joaquin Phoenix, yeah, because what Todd Phillips brought to the world of Batman with a movie centering on just Joker, and with what Joaquin Phoenix brought to Joker, fantastic. Just fantastic. And again, when the sequel came along, you know, sadly, as I said, best way to put it for me, the sequel, as of now, just turning out to be bad luck. That's all it had. That's all it was. The movie unfortunately had bad luck. It had some potential from what we knew and seeing the trailers, but yeah. And you know, coming back to, like, you know, talking more about honest trailers, because, you know, with what they've had to say, I mean, again, as I've said before, the honest trailer videos from Screen Junkies, they are just for our laughs and for our entertainment. That also goes for CinemaSins. I've gone on saying this, and will continue go on saying that. If at a certain point, like, I stop, but, you know, I'd take a break from saying that so many times. Anyways, but yeah, just overall, you know, what honest trailers had to say about the first Joker film, still, that was pretty funny. And of course, it never fails for the starring and how they titled the movie. And you know, dance, how they titled it. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Never fails at that. Yeah. So, again, overall, that was a pretty funny Honest Trailers video. And boy, can't wait to see what they have to say on the sequel. So, what about you guys? What do you think of the Honest Trailers video itself? What they had to say on the first Joker film? You know, your thoughts on the two Joker films that Todd Phillips had done, and is Joaquin Phoenix one of your favorite Joker actors? Yeah, just overall, like, what do you think of the Honest Trailers video itself, and with what I've had to say, my reaction, and yeah, what did you think of my reaction? Leave comments and give this reaction video a like, as always. And so, with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the Honest Trailers video of the first Joker film. More reaction videos are coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video / reaction. And stay tuned later tonight, because there's going to be another reaction video, something else related to the first Joker film. Yeah, just stay tuned. Take care, and peace out.